This is Python libraries we are going to see. Just before we have seen about revision tool as well as functions and functions practical we have seen. Now we are going to see the Python libraries. We all know that Python has pre-built inbuilt libraries as well as user can also create their own libraries or modules. So this is the third chapter we are going to see. So first of all I want to give the introduction about this part, module, package and library. These three are different part of Python libraries, but it all work in the same pattern. Okay, module means it basically contains definitions of the Python as well as definitions, that means functions, variables, inbuilt statements, and this module has been saved with the extension of .py. Py is the extension for Python, as well as second Python package. Package means it contains the directory of the Python module, and library means it is a collection of various packages. That means many packages are there. We can create many modules, we can call that modules. Okay, now just see that components of Python program. What are the components? Library or package, module, functions or submodules. Advantages of modules: it also makes program as reusability, clarity, classification or grouping of code as well as easy to understand. Importing modules. How we can import the modules? There are three ways to import the modules: through import statement, from statement, from start statement. Okay, import the modules. It access by calling the modules from a statement and as well as from a start statement. Okay, this asterisk means to call all the modules. From basically denotes to call separate modules, individual particular modules here. Now see, import statement is used to include the modules in other programs. Suppose that we have to call a square root, sqrt function, POW function. How we can call import file name? That means math. Math is a module, inbuilt module. We have to access math.sqrt. We have to access math.pow, pow function. This way we can call or access this import module by using math functions as power as well as ceil, float, this all. Now coming to import math, this dir is the directory. We can so see the directory of these modules. Now see here, import math. Okay, import is a module where it is calling math, and directory, it will show all the directories of the math module. See here, factorial is here, fabs, floor, mode, expression, sum, this degrees, cos, so log. This way we can see that all the directories, all the functions which contains inside the math module has been displayed here through directory. Now see here, importing module can be done using from statement. Okay, specific attributes can be included in other programs. From file name, import function name. That means if we have to access from is also a keyword. Okay, from math, import math.sqrt. Now see here, from a star statement to import all the names from the module. That means all the names, if you want to access or call, we have to use from a star statement. See here, from math import a star. Okay, this will access all the math statement, all the math functions, but we will going to access here math.sqrt only. That means to find the square root. Now see, namespaces. When we import modules in a particular program, these modules will become part of that program and are called as namespace. Three types of namespace are there: global, local, built-in namespace. And we have seen as global, local in function also. Now see namespaces, built-in namespaces, global, local, namespace. And the name for name resolution is given as LEGB, that means local, enclosed, global, built-in. Now see here, name resolution, this way it works as, okay, built-in namespace, then global namespace, enclosed and local namescope. Now module aliasing. Aliasing means the name or another name of the module for calling or accessing. One can create an alias, that means alternative name, while importing module in a program. Syntax as import math as m. Now we have to access m.sqrt. M work in place of math. This is aliasing. Now see member aliasing. Member aliasing are also alias syntax. Okay. Import file name as alias name, comma member as alias name. Suppose that import test as t. Now test is overlapped as t, add is overlapped as sum. So test.py is module file name and is referred to as t, and add is referred as sum. Okay. Now replacement is there in member aliasing also. Now see package or library. Package are the collection of all the modules which we have saved inside in Python folder. Okay, we can import a package or create our own package. The main difference between a module and a package is that a package is a collection of modules and has an init.py file. So package is possible to create. We can create our own folders inside the path where we have saved the Python software. Now see here, package or library to create a directory name. Suppose that we have to create geometry, add modules area.py, volume.py. We are going to add to area.py. Now create a file init py directory. Okay. So this way, firstly we have to create one directory. Okay. Then we have to add modules area and volume. That means two simple program by saving in Python mode, and then we have to create a file. Then we have to access it. See here example, package is here, geometry is an directory is there, and area.py, volume.py is the two modules. This is the folder which creates inside the Python path where we have saved in C or D drive. Now see here package or library, import math as n, import OS, and how we have to make the directory? By calling the operating system os.nkdir. Okay, geometry. This name has been found inside a folder as geometry. Now see area module, we have access, we have made this area module, we have saved here area module.py by calling the area of the rectangle. Now see again volume module, cube of the volume. Okay, and we have saved this as volume.py. Again we can see we have to access from area module, import rectangular area, from volume import cube volume. And now we can see as last one is init.py. Init.py is simply a file used to consider directories on the disk as package of Python. It is basically used to initialize the Python package. So Python search module in the following manner. How is search? It search in current directory. If the module is not found, then search each directory in the shell variable Python path. If all fails, Python checks the default path, which is the installation location of the Python. Now coming to Python standard library. See, the standard library is date and time module. Okay, import date time. Date time is a module. So how we can access? This is a variable which is useful for calling the date time dot date dot today. Okay, it will access the time. That means current, schedule, date, current date, and today's date is there. We can also access year, month, day inside date time module. Okay, so this way we can access, and this is some questions for class test I have prepared for the students. You can see here. Okay, now see some example, some programming part also from this module side. See here, one example is here. Suppose we have to access year. Okay, year, that means date time dot date dot today. This will access year, this will access month, and this will access year. So what is today's day, month, and year? We'll see here. Just see, year is 2020, month is 10, and day is 6. Today I am taking class on 6th October 2020. That is shown inside this date time module. Now we can see second part as similar as year function is there. Then third one we have to access. Okay, now see, so third one, what we will see, today's date. In Python, date time always show or execute its date as here is YYY format, here is month mm, then here is DD mm, then YYY. It will, if someone will write as many questions, output questions, base questions, exam, many times the in examination will find this type of questions as generated output. Never give as DD, MM, then year. Always generate as year in the format as YY in four part. 2020-10-06. Okay. Now we will see second last example as here. What is the second last example? We have to call time class. Okay. It will generate time and it will generate as time in nanoseconds also. See here. See, today's date is. Okay. Now just we have to see one look here. This date time. Okay. This date time is for today's date time. Today's time date is, see what is the date? 6:10, and what is the timing right now? 11:26. See here, 11:26, and this is the fraction of microseconds timing. Okay, so this will help us in finding today's date as well as time also. Now the fifth program regarding Python module is to finding time class in microseconds. Already we have discussed here. We have discussed here hours are 11. Now see, now just before we have the timing as 11:26. Now the timing is 11:27. Seconds are 12. Now again, if we generate, if we run this program, it will generate as second as 27 seconds. Okay, see the differences. And last program is how we can access module as an arguments. Here no arguments is passed, that means 0 it will return. Here argument is passed. See the output, what will be the output? See, time is 0 0 because of no arguments. Now see, we have passed the arguments 11 30 55. Regarding this we have seen. So these are the parts of Python libraries we have seen in, as well as theoretical questions and practical questions. Hope so it will helpful for every students for gaining good marks in the exam. Thank you all.